So does your job wear out your spine? So it's long been held belief that if someone's doing a physical job, they're out in the cold and all these different things, that they're going to basically get arthritis, they're going to wear out their body, wear out their spine, and therefore you'd be much better off inside not doing so much. But is this actually true? Is this just a myth? What does the research actually show is more relevant when it comes to these problems? And that's what this study looked at here. It actually looked at identical twins, and they had the twins with two different contrasting job types. So one of the identical twins would have been in a more physical job and one in more of a sedentary job. And what they found is there was no real differences between each group. Basically, they found that their job had very little to do with their degeneration of their spine. And this has been shown since 1998. There has been studies done looking at the genetic component of back pain, and in fact it looks to be that genetics may well be one of the biggest, if not the biggest, factors involved in whether someone develops more degeneration in their spine and more problems there than not. And this would hold true with this identical twin study. They've even started now to recognize there are certain genes which are actually relevant, and they can pinpoint in genetic testing, that might predispose your discs to degeneration. And this is no surprise. They found these type of things in a lot of different conditions as we're getting more involved in looking at genetics and genes. So it doesn't mean, however, though, that you can't influence the outcomes of what's going on in your body just because you've got a genetic predisposition. Obviously you can still make a difference. And in terms of avoiding physical activity and real hard labor, it doesn't seem to be warranted. It might even be possible to say that, provided that exercise and loading is done correctly, this might be something that helps. Obviously, research on this shows that there's no difference in jobs, which is obviously quite an excessive and repetitive thing to do, out and about in terms of physical or not. But obviously we know loading and strengthening is very good for the body. And if you think about it, it's more closely aligned to how we were designed as human beings. More physical labor would be closer to what we were evolved for than sitting at a desk. Now that doesn't mean sitting at a desk per se is bad. And we've done videos on this before talking about that, it's not about posture per se, it's how long you spend in these positions and what you do and everything else. But the highlight of this video is that it's not the job that wears your spine out, it's the genetics that are involved with what you have. And the identical twin studies and the previous studies looking at genetics and gene profiles show that this stands up to be true. So anyway, that's it for this video. I'll see you next time.
Perfect.